Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm here again with my friend Ayang and Amin, and today we're going to be talking about acoustic guitars. So Amin, what are your thoughts on choosing an acoustic guitar?
My thoughts on choosing acoustic guitar. Always go for the feel, not for the looks. Looks can be deceiving. And let's say you choose a acoustic guitar and it looks very very nice. Color is good, but it doesn't feel right to you. Yeah. It has to feel right to you right out of the bed. When you touch it, it feels nice. It feels comfortable.
What are you, Ayang?
Okay, for me, how to choose? There's one main thing is my philosophy that I think most beginner when they're looking for the first acoustic guitar, what to start up, they spend way too much time to worry about the shape, like how
exactly.
big, or should I get a solid top or laminate top. There's one thing, this one you have to really pay attention to, which is the neck.
Yeah.
The neck, which is the part that you, or when play your chords, you have to make sure if you got a small hand like me, make sure you get a guitar neck that's small enough and then can fit your hand, and then you can actually play with ease. The problem is a lot of people when they like Julian, you got a bigger, your palms
I have short fingers but fat fingers.
So you see the problem. Let's say Amin, can you show me your hand? Like Amin can simply choose a bigger fretboard or thicker neck, then he can play with no problem.
Exactly.
So some player, let's say a beginner, let's say a teenager, like 12 or something, they may have a small hand. Let's say a female player like my sister, they have to pay more attention to choose the right neck for them, because it's nothing more frustrating than you pay for a Fender and then you put it, this is my first guitar.
Exactly.
And then next day hold it,
But the neck doesn't feel nice,
doesn't
or
feel
doesn't
right.
feel right. And when you play it, it doesn't make you feel like you want to play more.
As for me, I'm very easy when it comes to acoustic guitar.
Okay.
As long as it sounds good and it feels right, it's basically a go for me. Like recently, I was playing the Cleven acoustic guitar, the black one. I didn't even realize it was Cleven until I take a look at it, because it just feels so nice and it sounds okay. And that guitar is like 700 ringgit.
6 plus.
6 plus.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? Cleven?
It's very cheap. And
It has a built-in
very
pickups and
budget
tuners, and it.
And for beginner, I think you don't really have to look for something that really good sounding, because right now what you need to focus more is on playing, not the sound.
Just try to have a budget and try to find the best within your budget. That's all I say. You can go a bit above, but don't jump like a few thousands up. So yeah.
And of course, a bit more expensive guitar that feels much more better and somehow motivates you to play more.
And one more thing, when buying an instrument, please don't follow what your friend have. Don't be like, hey, my friend have this. Don't be like, my friend has this, so I'm gonna have this. Buy something that suits you, because everyone is different. You might like a jumbo, your friend might like classical, who knows?
For actually this one quite a debate on the internet. People always debate which one sounds better. Again, for beginner, just want to choose a guitar. Laminated top or the solid top is really not a big deal. Actually, most beginner guitar, because the parent or the player themselves, they have limited budget. Let's say I want to find something 400 ringgit or 500 ringgit. So solid top or not is not really up
It's
to
out
It's out of the question.
Out of the question.
Because
solid top is something that is kind of like a higher end feature or higher end specs. So what different does it make actually? Solid top is a solid 100% wood, and laminated top is a wood that is laminated with some vinyl or
it's just a lot of different pieces of wood stick together.
Yes, exactly. And in terms of sound, of course, solid top have much more better sounding because they provide much more better feedback and resonance. And laminated top, it sounded quite thin.
But anyway, if you really have the budget, like you got 1,500, then you really can go into the solid top, and then yes, you can go for solid top if your budget allows.
The difference is basically quality, honestly saying.
Yep.
Quality of the item itself. If your budget lets you go into the solid top range, just take a solid top over laminated. But yeah, other than that, the tone difference, yeah, plus minus. But honestly saying, in my view, it's more of a quality kind of thing.
Okay, this is kind of like a big debate sometimes when there is a new student. The parents sometimes ask them, would you like to play a classical or play a modern steel string, like this one or this one? And most of them actually going towards this one because it's one thing is more classical and one thing is because the string is more softer. Yeah, and steel string like this one is much more modern look and modern type of sounding rather than this one. It's more classical. It's what all the classical players play.
What about you?
Okay, for me, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Start now first.
Possible.
Okay. For beginner acoustic guitar player that want to choose, actually, there's no reason to really go for nylon string because if the finger hurts or anything, you can simply switch to the smaller gauge.
Yeah,
Because I myself I'm teaching guitar too, so a lot of my students come to me when they want to learn guitars. The reason is always they want to play something like a simple Taylor Swift song or Green Day or Nirvana. They basically just want to strum a song, you know, to play in the church, campfire, picnic. So those songs are basically
more relaxation type.
more suited to the folk guitar, which is the steel string acoustic guitar. So I would recommend go for the steel string acoustic unless you really want to get a like certificate or something.
Okay, as for me, if you're gonna go, there's also one difference that we forgot to point out here. If you're playing classical guitar, actually the neck width of the classical neck is actually wider than that. So having
this guitar,
this
actually
guitar is a
has
bit
more
different
modern.
because it's kind of a modern take of a classical guitar. So even though you have the nylon string on a normal classical guitar, some say it's more easy to play, and some parents claim that it's more easy to play, but they don't understand. They don't know is the neck width is actually way wider compared.
Can you
to
show
that.
me what
Exactly.
which is the width you're talking
Neck
about?
With the whole width.
Width?
of
The width?
Yeah.
Ah,
This
okay,
whole
that's the width.
So some people have to stretch like stupid. Like for me, I have small hands, so it's kind of annoying sometimes. Even though I can play it, but yeah, it's just a bigger stretch sometimes when it comes to like that. And you have to. This part usually hurts when you do that because you have to basically grip it very strongly, and it's very wide. Anyway, yeah, that's about it for steel and nylon strings.
Okay, cutaway is this part of the guitar. As you notice, like this guitar, it has this part what we call cutaway, the part that is cut away from the guitar, and this one doesn't have. Why they make it that way, or what's the usage of it? It's actually for you to easier to access this part.
Yeah, that guitar makes you play Ingve. That doesn't.
So, yeah, this one is a bit hard to access this
So
part.
if you want to be Ingve, buy that one.
Slash.
Anyway, actually, let's say you're more to
Ingve Malmsteen.
you and Malmsteen or type of a soloist guitar, the one that like to shred. You can go for something that with a cutaway, so that it's easy for you to access this area. The other way is just straight simple chord to play.
Ingve Malmsteen is the best.
You know that.
Anyway, what about you? What do you think?
I think for beginner, the thing that you mostly will play on your guitar would be those G major, E.
Open
Since-
chords.
Yeah, open chords. Since your lesson and all your song will focus on this part, then the cutaway or not is really not a big deal. So maybe it's not really a big thing to like put too much fuss about it. Just go
exactly.
with the traditional. And then to add on, actually some of the like purists like me, I actually rather my guitar to look complete. I want the Martin D12 the look. So I will wish my guitar to like not Cutaway.
Yeah, it's a bit plus minus. Some people like the Cutaway for the looks alone. Some people like it without. It really depends on yourself. But yeah, I bet there's not a lot of people that buy acoustic guitar to play on the high registers. So depends on you.
Okay, pickup. Can we
Okay.
at least this is the guitar pickup.
This is what they call a pickup section. Sorry. This is what they call a pickup section.
That is what they call a pickup.
So why first I have to like go through a bit why we need basically the pickup allow you to plug in your guitar and then get the sound from the guitar and out, so that the acoustic guitar sound can be amplified like through speakers and then perform.
It's basically a microphone for your acoustic guitar.
It's
So-
the heart of your guitar.
So the question is, with pickup or no pickup for beginner, my advice would be if you're not planning to like perform anything like in church or cafe, then the pickup is really not a big deal. You can actually, when you go to the model with no pickup, actually the price is lower. So maybe
usually it's more suggested to a beginner to get something that is without a pickup, so
Yes.
you can just reduce your budget to the most.
with the extra money you can get a better bag or a guitar stand,
It's
and
an
then
extra luxury.
Yeah.
and then you must remember more parts. More things to worry about. So like in future, maybe this thing broke down. You say, batteries and all those things.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
simple. Sometimes it's the best. Yes.
More parts, more problems.
So the one that with pickup is actually allowing you to perform without have to mic the guitar.
Mic.
So this one right away goes to the mixer. You can perform right away.
But one thing about pickups that I have to add is, if you're gonna buy a pickup, buy a good one. If not, rather don't buy one because it really sounds bad.
You mean the aftermarket or the built-in?
Yeah, I'm talking about pickups, acoustic guitar pickups in general.
Yeah.
Because you've seen those cheap $100, $80 pickups.
Yeah, it does the work, but
It does the
doesn't-
work, but
It doesn't sound.
you're
as
better
nice.
off. You're better off just not having a pickup because
Yeah, exactly.
it's not worth the money. If you're gonna buy something, get something like a Seymour Duncan Woody or like a Fishman pickup. Yeah. So at least you can know that it sounds good and not just lowering your own standards just by putting in the pickup. So yeah.
I have some inquiries from some of my beginner customer. They asked me like, how about Martin or Taylor? I heard they're very good, and yeah, they're good, very good brand for acoustic guitar. But what's the difference between Martin or Taylor? For me, as my preference, I like Taylor because it's more bright and more low resonance that I like. It's more crispy. But some people they prefer Martin. Like Ayang, you like Martin or
Also the Taylor.
you're a Taylor guy also? Are you?
I used to like Martin.
Used to like Martin.
Why I like Martin is very easy. It's just more full sounding. It's more of a body sound, so the resonance is there, and it sounds more. I don't know. When you're playing Martin,
Yeah.
it's just more wider sounding. It's more full. When you play, but it sounds kind of muffled when you compare it to Taylor, because Taylor, it has that weird sparkle that only Taylor guitar has. No matter what model you play, no matter what it is, it's just their sound signature.
It's kind of like a signature sound.
Yeah, it's
for
kind of signature
Taylor.
sound for Taylor.
I guess something. My take on the Taylor versus Martin. Martin is a very bluegrass, like down to earth, everything.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's
if,
more to standard.
as a
standardized.
car, can I say it's a kind of a Mustang, the muscle car kind of thing. This thing doesn't have to perform up to modern spec.
Yeah.
They have the history and then all the story behind it.
Yeah,
Taylor
exactly.
is more like a modern GTR, shiny.
Yeah, it's
high
more
performance.
sparkle.
Because when it comes to Martin, the kind of people you relate to is like Willie Nelson's Trigger, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like a bluegrass, just workman style of music that back in the day, Americana style of music. Basically, that kind of music are
History.
all like
Exactly.
Martin guitar where everything is happy and stuff like that, or blues where everything is sad. It's either kind of some stuff like that. And nowadays, when it comes to modern kind of music, mostly are Taylors, like from Taylor Swift kind of guitar.
Yeah,
like that.
Like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran. But Ed Sheeran plays Taylor?
No, Ed Sheeran plays the Martin. He
Yeah.
have his own signature model.
Yeah, but
By the way, so if like my customer, the beginner's customer, they ask for a recommendation, which Martin or which Taylor to go. So most of the time, Martin or Taylor, they really high price. So we can suggest something we can narrow down some of the guitar,
Like
which
within-
is under 5k.
5k,
Yeah,
5,000
under
ringgit.
5,000, yes, ringgit.
We got a not really top 10 list. This is
Yeah,
like a
kind of like a top 10 or top 5 for
Okay,
each.
so
Top,
drum roll.
top 5 actually.
You're gonna start with Martin?
Yeah, okay, we can start with Martin.
Drum roll, run roll.
Okay, the first one is DRS2 with a price of 4,780
which is
ringgit.
my favorite Martin.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
is his favorite one. And the second one is DRS1. It's a slightly step one level below than DRS2. The third one is DCPA 5K. We'll include the picture here.
Like here.
Yeah, you can cover me with that.
Yeah. And the next one is DX1 KAE.
Okay, put it here.
And all of these guitar, they have a different type of wood. They have different type of specs. Some of them comes with different pickups.
Pickups,
Yeah,
different tops.
yeah,
Top wood.
exactly. And the next one is DXME with a price of 3,000 plus. And oh yeah, this one is for a small kid or for junior size people. DJR series around below 4K.
Yes.
And another one is LX1E. It's
Very
a treble
popular.
size. Yeah, it's very popular model. It's a treble size guitar, and you can use it anywhere around the globe.
Okay, for Taylor guitars under 5,000 ringgit. Number 1, Baby Taylor BT1.
One of the most popular models.
Yeah, it's a Baby Taylor basically. It's very small. Number 2, GS Mini E Koa, or just any GS Mini.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 3, 110 CE Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
Number the last one, 114 CE Grand A.
Which is a great auditorium.
I will still add one more.
Yeah.
The 214 CE, one
Yeah.
of my favorite Taylors of all time. It's
214 would be
about
what kind of
5.
shape?
It's basically the
It's a great
higher
auditorium.
end model of the 114. It's just a
auditorium.
higher series.
Oh, nice.
That's about 5k plus, right?
Yeah, 5K
Yeah,
plus.
it's a very good guitar.
Yes, wonderful.
Apart from that, I would like to add that if you can't afford a Martin, you can go for Sigma, which is also like a budget brand from Martin guitars. It's like Ibanez, NGO, Epiphone, Gibson, Fender, and Squier. Yep, you get the point. Moving right along. Well,
What can we get?
right off the bat,
At
Clev-
100 ringgit.
Clevin acoustic guitar. Back at you again, and you probably can get a stand. You can probably get like a bag and free strings, picks, whatever.
But yeah, one of our favorite choice here is Epiphone AJ series.
Yep.
AJ 100 CE, which costs you only
$699,
699.
including tax.
Yeah,
Yes,
you must remember, Epiphone is kind of the Gibson.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very related to Gibson, so
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a good choice.
Fender
Epiphone.
SA 105 comes in about
Picture.
490 ringgit.
And I think it comes with a bag, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, do remember this is not Squier, this is actually Fender.
Yep.
So this is like, wow, such a good
They use a Fender lamp
Wow.
on a very, very cheap guitar.
Yeah, it's below.
Ta-da.
Not even 500.
Oh.
Okay.
Ibanez PC12 MH.
It is a small size guitar. It's a
3/4.
very 3/4 size. Yeah, I think it's a 3/4 or a half size. And it's
Oh, is
in
it the
a-
super small one? Like the
not
baby
not so
Taylor?
super small. It's a bit
The one that
small.
looks like a baby
Your small
Taylor.
is this small. It will be
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
more.
Is it like the baby Taylor?
Yes.
yeah, around it, around the size.
Oh,
and
that
it's-
guitar! I remember that
Three,
one.
3/4.
And it's a full mahogany body, and It's around 700.
Thank God it's MH, not KH. I
Yeah.
don't want to see Kirk Hammett on this thing.
The next one.
Yamaha F310 with a free bag comes in about 540 ringgit.
Confession. I own this one. This is my guitar. My guitar of choice.
Yeah, it's your guitar. He has one, exactly the same model. And it sounds good.
So budget and
I'm actually quite amazed with Yamaha F310. They
It's
comes
been
out of
around
the
for
box.
ages.
yes.
Yeah, it's been around for ages, and it come out of the box. It sounds
It
really
never
nice.
goes away. It's like an annoying child that you have for 10,000 years. Okay, the Ibanez V50 NJP.
Oh yeah. By the way, we have one here. The
actually
model
get
that comes
variation.
after. Yeah, this is another variation of the
Yeah.
V50. It's the same price, but this one is VC50. It's a grain concert size.
Concept with the
It's just a different shape,
shape.
but it's the same specs but different shape. if
This
you
one
get
definitely, I think this is the best seller, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
one of the best selling.
that's-
And by the way, it's a guitar package.
Yeah,
It comes with
with
a
a
bag,
free
bag.
bag and everything.
Yeah.
And it only costs 680. Yay! Spread music.
Spread music.
W124 BCN for 680.
But basically, we don't have the exact guitar. I mean, please add in the
Okay.
afterward. Basically, it's this brand.
Okay, other than that, we also have the Spread Music W124 TC1 for 799. I don't think it's here, so we're gonna add it somewhere
Yeah.
here.
Again.
Something to add. This the last one, 124 TC1 with pickup.
Okay, so basically
Oh.
it comes with pickup
Pickup.
for 799. Get yours now at your local Zoso Music.
Yeah, you need to use exactly acoustic guitar amp. Why? Because acoustic guitar amp is produced or tuned to a specific frequency that is suits for acoustic guitar. Let's say you bring in your acoustic guitar and plug it into a electric guitar amp,
Sure.
it will sound a bit muddy and very thin. It doesn't have that resonance, doesn't have that low end of your guitar that it should produce. But when you plug it into acoustic guitar amp, it will sound way better.
How about you?
Okay. Other than that, what I mean saying is, basically the acoustic guitar amp is tuned or voiced specifically for acoustic guitar. Right?
Exactly.
There's something else. Why we should like get an acoustic guitar amp? Because usually acoustic guitar amp come with the extra input from microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something very important because due to when most people that gonna buy acoustic guitar amp is kind of a performer like in a cafe or a small like the one called what?
Busker.
Buskers.
Oh, yeah,
performer,
yeah,
street
true,
performer.
true.
So this is like must-have function. So in the other hand, if you're getting something like Marshall, like electric guitar amp or bass amp, they don't have such a features. They don't have a second input for mic.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is quite important.
and like for acoustic player, it's a big convenient. It's a bit convenient for them to have an amp that you can plug in the guitar and a mic
At the same
right
time.
away. Yeah, right away. So you can just perform with one amp.
String.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just bring one thing instead of bring like
Yeah.
a lot of different things. Yeah, like one thing I have to say about this is like because why an acoustic guitar needs an acoustic amp is acoustic guitar pickup and a guitar pickup is a different thing. Electric guitar pickup kind of captures using magnetic waves.
Yeah.
And an acoustic guitar is basically just a microphone. So it picks up different kind of things. Instead of picking up the strings, it picks up the sound of the surrounding. So it's very sensitive, and what I know is the sound that is coming out, the range of sound that is coming out on an acoustic guitar is way wider than an electric guitar. It's more sparkly and sometimes it's more boomy too, because yeah. So hence, an acoustic guitar amp is basically designed to take all those things and just produce a great sound out of it. instead of limiting yourself like a guitar amp.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all for today. Hope you learned something new regarding acoustic guitar, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.